Oh yeah, do we want to talk about the ethical? I mean, I guess we've had this conversation before, but eats a fucking octopus.
Yeah, because I know the actor, he's Buddhist or something, so he had to pray after filming that scene, and I think it took them 2 or 3 octopi. But it's hard to be consistent with this because, like, well, if you eat fish and you eat meat, can you really get upset by it being used in art?
No, it's contradictory. You know what I've thought about recently is like we're so detached from the process of our food, meat.
Yeah.
You know, like if you eat meat, you're paying someone to rape and torture and kill an animal, right? Mm-hmm. And people will often say like, no, but it's if you eat it, it's fine because you're using it. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But nobody looks at the channel How To Basic and thinks, oh, you just paid people to torture, rape, and kill an animal and didn't eat it. Nobody looks at it. Like, there's this weird disconnect where if you see it taking place on screen, like an Old Boy, then suddenly there's like a moral issue with it that, you know, just look at any How To Basic video. Nobody's fucking saying, hey, you didn't eat the meat. There's like, you can buy a hamburger and throw it on the ground. You paid for someone to torture, rape, and kill a cow, and then you didn't eat it. You're not going to jail. No one thinks you should go to jail for wasting meat. Like so really even though people say that, you know, if you eat it, it's morally okay. I think the real issue is just whether or not people see it. I think that's the deciding factor, is that people just choose to be ignorant over these things. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I feel differently depending on the project at hand. Because I remember like Cannibal Holocaust, there's a couple scenes where like a turtle gets dismembered or something. It just feels like you're just doing this just to be shocking, just to be, just for it to fit in with the film. I wasn't too much into that, but then there's like Apocalypse Now, where I'm pretty sure you see the bull or a cow kind of get taken out on screen. It's like,
if it's a good movie, if the art is significant.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like they did use that cow as well, like the people in that scene. So like, if you want to go by that.
And
argument,
you know, there's earlier Hanukkah films, Michelle Hanukkah, Michael Haneke, where you know, their character will cut a chicken's head off. That's what they do at the farm. It's not like, you don't know if they ate it after, and even if they didn't, like what? So you know, is How To Basic? Is he a monster? I don't know. You know, sometimes it's filmed within very specific farming environment. Like in Benny's video, they take like a nail gun to a pig's head. Was the pig gonna get that same treatment anyway? Did they eat the pig after? I don't know. It seems like people are upset because they see it, not because it's happening.
Yeah,
because that happens in the How To Basic video. If he uses pork, that's the exact same thing's happening.
Yeah, we talked about that crazy film Raw, right?
Yeah,
it's like a really unethical situation. All these like big cats in like this tiny area, and it's clearly like out of control and not safe. But what has come out of it, what has been made, there is this artistic piece in there of value that is a result of it. It's not to condone it or say that was a good thing that it happened, but it's like an interesting piece of expression / art that came as a result of it. So I'm at least glad we have something we can point out.
Yeah, it's not morally black and white. You can make arguments in any direction. It's not. I think a lot of people are comfortable having easy answers to complicated moral questions that really just don't have one.
Yeah, it's definitely been worse as well in the past. Like animal welfare has been typically pretty bad as far as entertainment is concerned.
If you see a horse in a movie, it's like, okay, they tortured it.
Yeah, like chimps back in the day, like, yeah, all sorts of animals have been used and abused by cinema. But yeah, it's hard just not to go down these lanes of consistency where I say, well, yeah, personally I do eat meat, and it's abstracted in such a way where I'm not thinking about it in that same way. So maybe it's just being confronted with it just makes people uncomfortable, and people don't like being uncomfortable.
People don't like being reminded of it.
No.